So you may be saying to yourself right now, hey, yo, Don, didn't we just get a drop from you the other day? You did. But one thing that I had on my content and vision board was to do some short form content. So should I just make something up out of thin air? No, I read a lot, or enough to be informed. And as you know, in today's time, it's no longer about the information. It's just about being first. And one thing that I saw that I said to myself, oh, this is straight strategy. But sometimes you have to ask yourself, is it theatrics? Is it the performance or the performing of the arts? Or is it simply people just putting on? So I started to read something, and it's a playbook. So if you guys don't mind, I have to ask you, may I have your attention, please? This playbook says, and I read, a 180-day playbook. And it reads, the time is short, and conservatives need a plan. The project will create a playbook of actions to be taken the first 180 days of the new administration to bring quick relief to Americans suffering from the left's devastating policies. The fourth pillar of the Project 2025 is our 180-day transition playbook and includes a comprehensive, concrete transition plan for each federal agency. You know, it's one thing to just go on Google and go down a rabbit hole, but when you see actually sponsors and approximately one, see, I said the other day in my pod, I wonder what's behind our POTUS. And I could be wrong. This pod could be shadow banned, or it could be simply deleted. I mean, when you think of the big four in tech and also media, social media to be exact, I mean, we lose a social media, then we gain it back, and it's called the heroic efforts of our new administration. The Musk-Trump administration, or is it the Trump-Musk administration, or is it the Musk-Trump administration? I don't know. The guy's pretty much claiming himself to be co-president, and they are aligned lockstep. Interesting, but it's a mandate for leadership. You know, sometimes reading and also interpreting different facets of communication, education, enlightenment, whatever you want to call it, sometimes it can be mad confusing. So do you guys remember waking up on Saturday morning and you got those cartoons, and then they put the more you know infomercial in there? And we had Schoolhouse Rock. Well, when I think of the 2025 implementation or the plan, it would be nice if we had a simpler version to explain it to us. Let's go to a Schoolhouse Rock edition, if you don't mind.
Hey there, who are you?
Oh, just the most important document in our country's history.
You mean the Constitution?
Nope.
The Declaration of Independence?
Yes, again.
The Federalist Papers?
The Federalist, what? No, even more important than whatever you just said. Now sit right here and I'll tell you all about me. I'm just a little paper for the ages, a way to set the government straight. A short 887 pages on how to make America great again by forcing through the president's agenda, removing all of those who disagree, replacing with our loyal party members, and reclaim our great country. In sum, give power to the president to authorize the government to legislate morality and wrestle back normality from Marxist ideologies that infiltrate our policies like gender, race, or anything woke. We're gonna abolish the Department of Education, turn the swearing in into a coronation. America's great salvation will arrive with Project 2025.
Coronation? You mean like a king?
No, it's called the unitary executive theory. Gives the next president unchecked power to do whatever they want.
So, a king.
Oh, let's not get hung up on semantics. Here's how it's gonna work. Once that we've started the transition, and no one's left to tell us to wait, we'll go through every policy position, get rid of all the language that we hate, like civil rights, diversity, and unions, and pronouns to mention but a few. Defunding any liberal institutions that dare question what we do.
I'm pretty sure the Supreme Court...
Oh, the Supreme Court. That's a good one. Now, where was I? Abortion will be pretty much illegal, and reproductive rights will be gone. We'll get back to the biblical ideal that a family means a daddy and a mom with kids. Repeal the crazy climate regulations that get in the economy's way, with everyone reporting to their stations on Inauguration Day. When we give power to the president to authorize the government to legislate morality, expelling abnormality like godless ideologies, protecting inequalities like gender, race, and anything woke. We're gonna abolish the Department of Education, convert the melting pot into a Christian nation. The stage is set and we'll be going live in 2025.
I can't seriously say all that.
Wanna bet? Come on, let's crack me open.
Page 124.
Make more nuclear weapons.
Page 257.
End the war on fossil fuels.
Page 214.
No more gun violence protection.
Page 298.
Or feeding hungry kids at our schools.
Turn to page
Ban
5.
offensive books from the classroom.
563.
Make it hard to register to vote.
Page 449.
Dismantle Medicare.
534.
Kill off the grizzly
Page
bear.
4.
Delete the term sexual orientation, gender equality, awareness of sensitivity, diversity, equity, inclusion, abortion, reproductive health, and reproductive rights out of every rule, regulation, contract, grant, and piece of federal legislation that exists. And that's an actual quote. And that, my friend, is only the beginning of how this makes America great. You'll be so overwhelmed with all the winning that you won't know what you've lost till it's too...
Wait! This doesn't sound great at all.
No?
No, it sounds like a fucking nightmare.
Well, I guess if you wanted to, there's still some things you can do to stop it.
Like what?
Well, if you vote to save democracy and stand against autocracy and tell your friends and family, enough with this insanity. We fought too long to part with these essential civil liberties like privacy and equity and bodily autonomy, and what defines a family, equality and empathy. And we're not going back, and maybe we can stop this radical abomination. The future all depends on your participation. That's the way democracy will thrive. America was made for you and me, so let's defend our freedom and our dignity. Now raise your voice and let's keep hope alive in 2025. Now vote!
The 2025 Presidential Transition Project has convened the conservative movement in support of the ideas that it will reclaim our nation. Mandate for Leadership serves as a policy resource for future conservative presidents, the American people, and anyone who is interested in learning more about our vast federal government. You can buy the book.